Oh, hang on. You've moved my sheep guy.
No, I didn't do that. I thought you did that.
I didn't do that. How has that happened? That's spooky. My sheep guy has definitely moved. Can armor stands be moved now? Ah!
Maybe so.
Oh, you butt! You absolute. Oh, and it's somewhere. Where is it? Is it under there? Oh! Oh God! There he is. I need a bucket, and it's over there. Right, hang on. Round we go. Bucket. You've made me dig up my carpet. Oh God, this is a problem. Oh God, he's loose now.
Hey, you got an achievement. How are you, friend?
I hate you. Hi there everyone and welcome to episode 8, I believe it is now. Very exciting. There's quite a few episodes, gosh. So, behind me you might be able to make out a little something in the distance. Let's have a look at it. Oh, there we go. So, yes, behind me here we have this cathedral, and doesn't it look gorgeous? This, I promise you, is the best view of it from the spawn platform here. But just rising above the trees there, so we've got this kind of depth, we've got vertical depth going on. So we've got the cathedral sat atop the hill, and then these trees here, which kind of are in the foreground, and then we've got the shoreline in front of that, and all of that layers beautifully to get this kind of gorgeous depth going on. And especially then you've got the rest of the village just poking up around the trees. I hope to keep a lot of these trees. Maybe some of these ones will go, but these ones I'm hoping to keep a lot of them, just to keep that kind of sense of poking up through to get the layers, which is gorgeous. So let's go and have a closer look at it. So I want something super grand here as we look up towards the cathedral, and I'm thinking about having a fountain and a couple of statues on these. Now I know it's all very grey at the moment, but we will be building in more colour here. So that's something hopefully we can do together. So let me show you around the cathedral. We've got these grand gates at the front. And as ever with cathedrals, you can never go in the big doors at the front. You have to settle for going in round the side. So we've got our side visitors entrance right here. Ignore the dirt scaffolding at this point. I still need roof access, just to do a couple of little minor tweaks, windows, etc. So I haven't filled in the glass. I think I'm starting to formulate a plan with what kind of glass colours I might put in here, because I want to do stained glass obviously, but I think we need to think about the lore of this place before we make a commitment to that. So we'll have to see. I'm going to do some thinking and see what comes for stained glass, but we've got these amazing flying buttresses and gothic spires, and I love the dark oak with the stone colours. I think that's gorgeous. Let's take a look inside. It's not got anything going on inside at the moment, but I am hoping to build some sort of arches along here. We're going to have pews obviously, and a big view towards whatever the pattern in this window may be. So yeah, watch this space. I think it could be potentially really quite exciting. So I'm going to probably continue doing a bit of work out here in the courtyard. Why don't we do a little bit on camera, see if we can figure out how to add some colour into this build. I think we might want to use some dark oak logs, so let's grab a bit of that. And this is what I'm thinking here on the corners. It's just to go up and kind of frame this retaining wall a little bit. It is quite striking, the dark oak, so it's quite a contrast. We'll see how that looks. And of course I might do a few more pillars. So already we're bringing in a little bit more colour and a bit more depth to the build. We definitely want to kind of minimise the overbearingness of these stone walls. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that would be 6. Let's try that. Let's try. Do we want 5 or do we want 6? Let's try it here. How does that look? Interesting. Is that the same? No, it's the same wood type. It looks almost like spruce there, doesn't it? Ah, I think that's better. That leads the eye towards the cathedral building, and it doesn't look odd there with the steps. So let's keep that one going. So if that's a gap of 6, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is. So then where would the next one be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here. Here. Oh, well, that's perfect. That is perfect, because that rounds the corner off nicely. Let's have a look at that from back down the front there. I like that a lot. I like that a lot, actually. It just makes it look a little less pyramidal. Pyramidal? Pyramidal? I don't know. So yeah, I think that is excellent. So if we continue that with gaps of 6 around the front, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then the next one would be here. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, and we can, well, we'll figure out something to do with the ends. I haven't quite got to grips with what I'm going to do at the ends yet. We can always extend this retaining wall slightly to see if that, so it makes up a full kind of two segments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be this one here. So how does that come across? Excellent, that's a good start, and I think what we can do is maybe build in some detailing, maybe with fence posts or half slabs at the top, and then have a wall supported around that. And then we're going to have some statues at the top, which hopefully, maybe angels, something like that, which will hopefully sort of frame in even more. So already this place is starting to look better, so let me go and try out some more stuff and get back to you. So this is the design I've come up with for the walls. I think it works. I think it works. So we've got the accents of colour in this dark oak logs and then dark oak detailing at the top. What I've done is added fences to kind of look like sort of twiddly grating, I think. I could have gone with fence gates, which might have looked neater, but I quite like the way it hangs down. It looks sort of purposeful, you know, almost portcullis-esque, but it's not portcullis. And there's a lot of sort of spiky bits going on because in this gothic style. So in this kind of gothic trim, I thought worked quite nicely. So I think we've got enough dark oak colouring in now. And I've just extended the fence design at the top with these spiky bits. So we've got the stone wall with the fence posts and then the iron bars on top. I think I might try and add in some redstone lamps. So if I maybe replace these top blocks here, or maybe add on an additional block with redstone lamps might work. And I could always have it with daylight sensors, I suppose. I'm gonna go try that out. But yeah, so that's my thought there. I don't think I can do the statues or the fountain until I've got my hands on quite a bit of quartz. Katie said she'd be interested in sponsoring some statues, so we'll wait and see about that. But then let's go inside and see if we can figure out some of the interior. Okay, so a bit of progress has happened. We've now got all the windows in and the top walls just cleaned up a little bit. So let me show you from the outside. We've got plain glass down the bottom, and then on the inside and at the top we've got this sort of, well, I'll let you see, rainbow motif. Yep, this is the pride flag. I thought I didn't really want to delve into some like lore of the server without consulting the others, and I thought, well, let's just make this a celebration church. So it's not like a deity thing, but I'm probably going to do kind of like traditional church kind of interior, but yeah, just pride flag windows. So that's pretty cool. So we got the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple along the sides, and then the pride flag just red to purple down there, and a bit of white at the top. Yeah, we've got white accents there, and we've got clear glass up in the tower as well. If you can't really see that, but yeah. So you may be thinking, what is this trench here? Well, I've got a bit of inspiration to do this, so let's just... Oh, now we're going to have to be very careful not to write on each of these signs. But if we run these down like so, and yes, this will be a bit of a lengthy process. Okay, I'll tell you what, let me do the signs and then I'll cut back. Okay, so now that we've got these signs in, comes time for the carpet. So this is what we're going to do. So if we manage to place carpet across like this, and it's quite tricky to place, but you see we get these kind of runners along, and it kind of just looks like yeah, kind of like those metal rods that hold down carpet. And I think it's quite a nice detail. And of course we've got some hidden lighting in here as well. So if I get this carpet in, you'll see the full effect. There we go, carpet complete. So you can see now that it has this really nice effect along the sides, drawing the eye up and really encouraging you to walk along, and of course hidden lighting, which is excellent. Now you may be thinking, why am I doing the carpet first? Well, mainly because I was inspired. The carpet was something I saw, inspiration, a picture of it, and I just thought that's perfect, I need to do that. So getting the carpet in, I'm hoping will help me inspire the rest of it. Now as for a bit of architectural stuff, I want to get some archways on each of these pillars, and then once I think I've done that, I think I'll be in a better position to... I'm wondering whether or not to fill these gaps, or maybe I should do archways over here as well, or perhaps archways that way. And then of course, what about the ceiling? So plenty of questions to be looking at right now. Archways, I have done this one over the door. This was really awkward because these doors needed access. So it looks kind of like a floating arch, I guess. I'm not massively happy. I could have done it like here and over, but I really wanted you to see the hinges for the doors to open. So yeah, it is what it is, but hopefully that works and it's not too bothersome. I might bring these around just to like look like it's a bit of extra. Should we try that now actually? A bit of extra support like that. Maybe. We'll see. I'll let it bed in, see if that bothers me later. Anyway, let me continue doing some work and then we'll see where we end up. Okay, so as you can see, I've swamped up the pillars a little bit. Does that make sense? Yeah, bulked them up a bit. So we've got these nice archways in between the pillars, and I've just tidied up the ceiling back here, and I think I'm going to fill in these gaps so they're like this one. I am considering, well no, because I want 2 bits of space at least back here, so yeah, I'm going to fill in those gaps I think. And then we should get started on the floor. We've already got this marvellous rug, so perhaps I'm thinking spruce wood floor, although I do want stone up at this end for the high altar. So yeah, so if we have like a stone dais kind of here and raise it up a little bit, maybe just a block, and then maybe we'll have a font at the back in this kind of space here. We could probably fit in something there, but it's not necessarily. Maybe we could have a font at the side. I'm thinking maybe I want steps down into some sort of crypt. I don't know, but we'll figure something out. Okay, let's see if we can sort out this floor. Okay, so the floor is now in, and it's starting to look pretty good. We've got this spruce wood floor basically everywhere, and the pillars, as you can see, look pretty bulky now. I'm wondering whether or not to add a bit of bulk around the bottom, but we'll see once the pews go in. Still don't know what to do about this roof. I'm thinking I want to carry on these pillars into a big archway like that, but we'll have to see how it looks with this structural stuff from the inside. And of course there's this dome section, so I have no idea what I'm going to do up there. I quite like that you can see through to the bell, but I might just put a sort of decorative, maybe quartz or something, dome up there. We'll see. Anyway, we've got a bit of a problem here. What I want to do is I want to put a door here and then a ladder down into these catacombs below, because as you remember, actually you probably don't, there was a big hole. There's a big hole under here, so I might make this into some sort of catacombs. So I thought access in via a door might be quite nice, but you can't put a door on a stair block, so I'm just wondering if I can put a door on a trapdoor. I would be surprised if you can, but please, 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 please let it happen. No. No. It's not possible. Oh, that's so frustrating. I just want a door here. I wonder... Well, if there is a way, let me know. So I would be certainly very interested in it. So I've made a lot of progress on the ceiling. I've got those supporting arches in now. Let's have a look at that. There we go. I think that's a pretty nice design. As you can see, it's andesite and chiseled stone holding up these archways, and then when it gets to here they help support the dome, and I've got extra dome support in there. Now what I do want to do is hide all of the dark oak in the dome portion, and I think I want to clean this bit up a bit. I like having the stone slabs in there, but maybe if I might run some stone stairs along there just to neaten it up a bit. Maybe it's an interesting one. I will have a play. I don't like also that the roof is floating above these arched supports. Really, it should support it, if you know. Maybe the question is not about the dark oak coming, but perhaps the stone should come down. Maybe that's the secret. I'll have a play and see what happens. So the roof is now done. As you can see, we've got two different types of archways and then the gently sloping wood in between, and I think that's come out rather nice. And of course, if we want to, we can hang chandeliers off of these chiseled blocks here. Probably I'd only do two, one from that one and one from that one, but we'll see. I like the look of the lanterns in 1.14, so if in 1.14 comes around and we get the lanterns, I'll definitely make some sort of lantern chandelier or hang the lanterns from everywhere, to be honest. But for now we're going to have to make do with torches. And as you can see, I've tried to emulate a door with a trapdoor. I guess that'll have to do for now, although you can't actually walk through it, so that's a bit of a problem. But if I can figure out a way to get that door on there, I will, because it's necessary. Otherwise we might have to abandon the whole idea of catacombs, which would be a shame. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. Now, of course, it's time for the interior stuff. So let's start where... How do we want pews? We definitely want pews along here. Do we want them to start... This is, of course, the dome block, so we want... So I guess if we start pews just along here, like that, where the carpet is, and I guess that will be the right amount of space at the top. Okay, let me get some pews in. So I think that's a good amount of pews to have. The carpet sticks out 2 blocks at this side and 1 block and is flush at this side, but I'm yet to decide what I want to do with this space here. So that's I'm gonna have to decide that before I start messing around with moving the carpet up one. But if this space allows, I might shuffle the whole carpet forward one. So yeah, now I guess we'll just have to do some more detailing. Go nuts on the detailing. So let me see if I can figure out some things like an altar, pulpit, font maybe. Make a decision on these doors. I love them, but I wish the door could be there. If the door can't be there, I might have to just get rid of the whole idea. So let me just experiment with that kind of stuff and come back. Okay, so let's have a look. I think I've finished the interior now, and I'm pretty pleased with it. So let's have a look round. In through the door, and the first thing that hits you is this. Got the font there, and it is filled with water. So hurrah! And I've labelled it. Yeah, take from that as you will. And then of course we've got in the pews and this lovely carpet that you saw, and oh, it just looks so majestic and wonderful. I love this build. It's so cool. And I've got in all the pews so many people can come and sit and watch as a service. Now at the front here I've made a real feature out of the central place. So we've got the dome up top with the prismarine. So this is the only place where prismarine appears in the build, and I think that just adds a special little something, like this is a special place. We've got the seat of the bishop. Every cathedral needs a good seat of the bishop. So this is where the bishop will sit and watch, because he has a special seat. And we've got a pulpit here. Now I know in 1.14 we will have lecterns. They will be here, but for now I've just made do with this iron trapdoor. So yeah, a little pulpit for preaching to the congregation there. And finally we've got this altar. Now this is a very modern altar, so we're talking modern art, we're talking, you know, someone's commissioned this for thousands of pounds, and yeah, and it's caused a big splash and all the elderly parishioners have hated it, but everyone feels new and vibrant, and it's, yeah, I'm excited about this altar. And it's surrounded by candles, and I wanted to give a nice sort of backdrop or something a bit richer to, yeah, really break up the stone that we've got around here. So I've got these dark oak paneling, and I've got a space for some sort of effigy here. I think I might try and get one of those rainbow sheep heads and plop it here, and that can be a sort of symbol. So yeah, that's the cathedral. I'm pretty happy with it. It's gone rather well. And of course, in any fee build, we've got a hidden crafting table and a hidden furnace in there as well, just in case we need to do anything while we're in here, but probably not. The crafting table will come in most useful. We've also got some lighting hidden under the carpet, but we've got visible torches. You can get away with torches in this sort of build, and it does look grand, doesn't it? Looks fantastic. I particularly like these little dark oak, I suppose they're blocks or stairs on the outside, but they look like pillars. They just placed a little bit, they look like pillars holding it up, and I'm pretty pleased about that. And of course we've got our windows lit from the sea lantern. I've taken out all the torches, and the sea lantern lights the bell above, so that's very exciting. So there we go, that's the cathedral interior done, I think. If you can think of anything else, let me know, but I'm pretty happy with it. So the next thing to do, I guess, is to work on the courtyard. What I want is to have statues, probably made out of quartz, here and here, probably matching, although I wouldn't say no to sort of two different statue designs. Yeah, as I say, hopefully out of quartz. Now Katie did say earlier that she wouldn't mind sponsoring the statues, so hopefully that will work. And then of course we've got this fountain in the middle. Again, if I can get away with a quartz build, I think that would really work here. So we'll see about that, but I need to of course go quartz gathering before we can do that. And then I think I might work on this bridge next. So yeah, I think I'll call it for an episode there. We've done good progress, made a lot of good stuff, but still plenty of work to do on this project. So let's close out the episode looking at it from our favourite view over here. I think it looks best from over here. So there we go. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.